So today we're diving into build volume number 89, and this one is actually going to be coming out to the inside the arc point forward. Now this is a power forward build that's all about dominating inside, moving the ball like a point guard and defending like a beast. So before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. So comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I will definitely be sure to get back to you with a response. So let's get started with this build today. We're actually going to be putting this one under the power forward position, of course. Now we're going to be standing at 6'8" and weighing at 251 pounds. Now when it comes towards the actual wingspan today, this is really going to give you an advantage in size and reach, so I'm going to go up to 7'4", and this is what we're going to be looking like moving forward with today's build. Now diving into the physicals today, this is absolutely one of the most important factors with this archetype. So this is going to include a speed of a 76. As we get into that agility, we're going to go up to a 65. Now moving into that strength, we're going to go all the way up to an 85, and this is also going to consist of a build with a vertical up to a 67. So already, you know, this is one of the stronger builds and can move around really well for a big man. Now as far as when it comes towards the finishing, you got pretty much everything needed as well out of this area. So for that close shot, we're going to go up to an 84, 93 when it comes towards this driving layup today, and that's absolutely one of the most special areas with this build. Now for this driving dunk, we're going to go up to a 75, and then for that standing dunk, make sure you go with a 46, and this really makes you one of the best all-around finishers, including with a 70 post control. So especially with these layups, man, I'm telling you, this is going to be a very special build on this offensive side. Now once we get into the shooting, this is going to consist of an 85 mid-range shot, one of the better attributes on this build. As far as when it comes towards this three-pointer today, we're going to go with a 70, and I think that's going to be perfect to hit consistently on this build. So I think you'll be a lights out shooter from the inside the arc, and especially when it comes towards this free throw rating, this is another important area. So let's go up to an 80. So I think we're pretty well equipped starting out with this offensive side. As we get to the breakdown of the playmaking, this is going to be really special. So we're going to go all the way up to an 87 when it comes towards this pass accuracy today. As for that ball handle, I want to go up to an 86, and then moving into that speed with ball, we're going to go up to a 68. And already with this build, you can pretty much be a lights out shooter with some pretty elite finishing stats. On top of that, you do have the playmaking to go hand in hand. So all around from the offensive side, I am pretty happy with this build and what we're able to maintain. So defensively, this build is built to guard 1 through the 5 with an 82 interior defense. As you get to that perimeter, we're going to go all the way up to a 72, 86 when it comes towards our steal today, and that's really special on this kind of archetype, 74 when it comes towards our block, and then moving into that offensive rebound, I'm going to leave this at a 30 with a 62 for our defensive. So if you have any remaining leftover attributes, you know, I'm going to go with a 46 when it comes towards this standing dunk. You can pretty much put this into any area of your choosing, but I absolutely think that this is the best way that you can go about today's archetype. So as far as when it comes towards these badges, that's going to be another key area today. So as you can see, when it comes towards this one, we get 1 Hall of Fame, and that's actually going to be the strong handle badge. So I would have to say, not only does this make you one of the most elite playmakers on this build, but all around, it's going to go really great with these 6 gold badges that we got today. So on top of that, we're also unlocking Break Starter. From there, we get Interceptor, Physical Finisher. Now we also get Layup Mixmaster, Float Game, and on top of that, we're even getting Dimer today. So for the silver, we're actually getting 15, and this really gives you a lot of depth with this archetype. So we got Immovable Enforcer. From there, we get Post Lockdown, Slippery Off Ball, Post Fade Phenom with also Off Ball Pass, Hook Specialist. From there, we get Brick Wall. Now you're also getting Aerial Wizard, Paint Prodigy, Set Shot Specialist with Handles for Days, Glove, Ankle Assassin, Deadeye, and to wrap up everything, we're also getting Unpluckable. So just as important as the Hall of Fame and the gold, so will be the silver. Now that does open up the versatility, but on top of that, we're getting a total of 12 bronze badges, which out of all your skills, this ensures that no part of your game is left behind. So as you can see, we get Versatile Visionary, Shifty Shooter with Posterizer, Rebound Chaser. On top of that, Lightning Launch with Bailout. You're also getting Challenger. Now for the next tier, we get Box Out Beast. From there, High Flying Denier. I also do enjoy Paint Patroller with Post Up Poet and outpost powerhouse. So as far as for these badges, that's one of the key areas that you really want to focus on with today's archetype. Now next, getting into the takeovers, personally I'm going to give y'all off rip, Dismaster is going to be the takeover that you do want to pick. It's perfect for this build, really enhances your ability to set up your teammates for easy buckets. But look, we get attacking, you're also getting bully, finesse, layup guru with orchestrator, the claw, smooth operator, midi maestro, great wall, feathery touch, and also bucket. So like I said, pretty much whichever takeover you decide to pick, base it off of your own playstyle. I personally do think that if you're looking to be one of the main big men on your team, Orchestrator is probably one of the better takeovers to pick. Now, I would say any takeover that does give you that boost from a +8 all the way up to a 15 is going to be a great option to pick. So you also get a +15 out of Layup Guru. Even if you wanted to go with any other ones that give you a +7, that's another good option. Even if you wanted to cater more towards the finishing, you have attacking to go with it. Honestly, it's all going to come down to your personal preference and play style. But if you want to be the absolute best all around, I think Great Wall takeover ability is the best takeover to pick because of that +15 strength. I honestly don't think there's another takeover that does give you a +15, so being the fact that we do get it on this build, unlocking it at an 84 makes it all the special with my opinion. Now, cap breakers are going to be another key topic with today's build, so you have plenty of options to put it towards, whether it's that driving dunk, even when it comes towards that mid-range shot, the pass accuracy, possibly the steal and strength. You know, I would have to say, for my best interest on today's archetype, if you want to try to at least get glove on the gold tier, that's really something that I would consider. Throwing your first set of 5 unlockable cap breakers towards this area is not a bad option to start with. So even including if you wanted to throw it towards that driving layup, you know, potentially we can get a 99 driving layup on this build. You're going to have to unlock at least one set of the first 5 cap breakers. Then from there, dive throughout season 2 and 3 to unlock the last set of 1 extra cap breaker at the end of each season as a reward. You know, just something to think about. Personally, I would have to say start out with throwing them towards that steal, then let's go ahead and cater towards that driving layup. It's all going to come down to what you think is going to be best. But overall, I want to say, you know, as far as for animations, you know, you unlock all of the upgraded layup styles. On top of that, we do get some of those dunk packages, steady dunk packages, and I can say with this rating of that mid-range shot, you do unlock the best jump shots, the most reliable bases and releases. Also on top of that, we get most of the upgraded passing styles. Pro dribble animations really making every move count on today's archetype. Now, if there's any type of changes and adjustments that you would make to this build today, let me know down below. However, I think this is one of the best ways that you can go about this build today. I just want to say thank you so much for your support, especially if you made it to the very end. So let's go ahead and move forward with this build today. And as you can see, this build draws comparisons to KAWHI Leonard, also known as the Claw, really giving me an idea of calling this the My Park Bully, combining elite defense with inside scoring and playmaking. And as you can see, coming up at volume number 89, we've unlocked the inside the arc point for build now. So I just want to say this build is perfect for those players who want to control the game from inside and out. Drop a like if you're going to try this build out, subscribe for more elite builds, and let me know your thoughts for what you would like to see next. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, the Rich family. We don't just play, but we dominate the game with these archetypes that I'm dropping for y'all. So once again, I want to say thank you for your support. More so than anything, thank the Lord above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. So if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I will definitely be sure to reach back to you with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.